Good morning and welcome back to the Sunset Homestead. We had turkeys in the garden eating the leaves off of the tomato plants. And I shouldn't laugh because, I mean this is the plants are going to be ever so slightly compromised, but to see my boys running out into the garden, shoo turkey, shoo, it just cracks me up. Okay, so today Bailey is due for his booster vaccination. So I'm going to show you how we do vaccination here on the homestead. The only vaccines that I don't give here on the homestead are Bordetella and rabies. Those are, well, the Bordetella we don't really need because we don't board our dogs. And then the rabies vaccine is a registered vaccine, so that is one that I cannot give here on the homestead without it being invalid. So vaccines kept in the refrigerator. We do the 10-way plus line. Okay, so in those little packages come 2 vials. You get one with a powder substance and then one with a liquid. The way that you do this, take the enclosed syringe, you pull the diluent, put it into the constituent bottle, draw it back into the syringe, and then for my farm, rabies, if you go to the doctor, is always gonna be in the right rear. Rabies, right rear. So I do anything that I do in the front left. And this is sub-Q. So I'm going to pull out the diluent and I'm going to put it into the constituent, and then I'm going to go round up the patient because he ran away. The kids are trying to get him right now and it ain't working. So there should be approximately 1 ml of the diluent. And when you put them both together, there should still be 1 ml. Give it a little bit of a zhuzh. So now this is ready. I just make sure that there is absolutely no air in the syringe. It's just best policy. And then each of these little vials has a serial number on it. I save these and put it directly with his vaccine record. And I do keep record of everything that I do. So that's the vet tech in me. I'll be right back with Bailey and I'll show you how to give the vaccine. So we've got Bailey and I have made sure that there is no air in my syringe.
It's time to vaccinate.
If I'm standing next to him the same direction, his right rear is here. So I'm gonna put the vaccine up here.
Good boy.
Sub-Q is subcutaneous.
Okay.
So I'll tent the skin. Make sure that my bevel on my needle is pointing up. Push in. Draw back. Make sure I didn't hit a vein, and then inject. Put my finger on top of the needle, pull out, and massage in. And Bailey is such a good boy. He just is great with the vaccines. It doesn't bother him at all.
Hey, Mom.
Even,
He's not like me.
even Charlotte, it doesn't really bother them at all to get the vaccines as long as you're not digging around. And I could probably get blood off of these guys and it really wouldn't bother them too much. So that's giving vaccines, guys. I hope this was very informative for you. If you wanted to save a trip to the vet every year, giving your own vaccines is pretty easy. Vets will advise you away from it because some feed stores won't make sure that that stuff stays cold, and it does need to stay cold or it will go bad. However, when I called to order some of these in, they told me it was a hazardous material and they had to keep it cold. So I will actually trust these. It's all about knowing what to trust. So I have a good feed store around me and I know that they stay right on top of their things. So,
Hey,
all right, that's,
I want to tell them something.
you want to tell them something?
Hi. we got a golf cart.
Yeah, we do have a golf cart. All right, I'm going to continue on with the rest of my morning chores. I do have a couple other veterinary things to check out with the goats to make sure that everybody's in good health. And then I'm gonna go through and check on the baby bunnies and make sure that they're all healthy. And if there's anything super interesting, I'll take you along with it. Otherwise, that's probably it for animal stuff today. I do want to go out and check on some of the vegetables in the garden because I know that they've exploded.
Ooh, big birds.
So we've got all the turkeys out today, and 5 of the 6 guineas are out today.
Don't you mean 6? All 6 of the guineas?
Oh, he just let them all loose, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
I told him to do that.
Well, I guess they're all loose. I didn't realize the door was open. So these guys are gonna go through the yard and hopefully clean up all the ticks because we have a terrible tick problem this year.
Yeah,
Right?
I got one right
You're-
here.
Yeah, you have had a lot, haven't you?
I got one right here.
Oh,
I
golly.
got one on my ear.
Yeah.
And
Oh, joy of all joys. Eric has been very busy, and I promise you this was all Eric. I haven't
Mom.
had half a minute. Eric has been super busy in the garden lately. He has definitely weeded at least 3 beds. I think it's more like 4 or 5.
Corn.
Let me turn you around. I was going to use the tripod, but this is so much easier because I can move a lot faster without the tripod. So, here we go. First off, that is about the size of a clementine. Yay. Oh, that's the only one that I see that's gotten any bigger, but I'm so excited. Hello, little watermelon guy. All right. There's a lot of stuff in here for the pigs. They're getting bigger. Yummy. Ouch. Okay. Why do eggplants have spines and they're bad? It hurts every time I go to move the things. Okay. Spines, irregardless. The 3 eggplants are starting to get big. Yay. My cabbages are starting to form the hard heads. Oh, so awesome. I can't wait because I like shredded purple cabbage in my salad. So, and then of course we've got celery that is probably all going to get picked this weekend. Same with the, wow, them are some really good looking onions. Same with the carrots. They're probably all going to get picked this weekend because I'm going to need them to make broth. Look at these onions though, guys. I've never had onions get that beautiful.
What about a jalapeno?
That is not a jalapeno.
Aww.
I believe those are poblanos. Yes, I'm not doing a full garden tour, but the other thing that is surprising me, we still have strawberries that are pushing blooms like crazy. Those pink flowers are all strawberry blooms. And they're just still going nuts. Now, the ones that I got are all done now. They're not trying to push any more blooms. But I think...
Mama, look at that thing.
Look
at that thing.
Yeah.
What in the world is that? It's a bug. What is that thing?
That looks like 2 bugs. Hold on, the kids found something kind of interesting.
Red.
I believe it. I'm not sure what kind of bug this is, but it is massive, and I'm just gonna pull the whole leaf because I think it's laying eggs. And
Alright,
if it's laying eggs, it means that it eats those. So I'm gonna pull that leaf off and throw it into the chickens. Just saw a monarch butterfly on one of my tomato plants, and I went to try and get video of it, and it flew away. Darn. Oh, darn.
Look at these. Look at them. Yummy.
It was sitting right here, right next to these big red tomatoes. Not very big. They're not very big. Put your hand on them, sis, or under them.
They're cherry tomatoes.
Yeah. Oh, look at those. They're so pretty. Antoinette's going to pick them and eat them.
No, we're going to have them in a salad.
Oh, she's going to pick them and put them in a salad, but that's fine.
If we can get,
I still have this
more,
beetle.
we can have
I'm going to put it in a jar,
salad.
see if my husband knows what it is, because I'm not an ornithologist, or I think that's how they say it.